What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over, talking about, and ranking some of the best centers right now in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. I do want to say, guys, the center position, in my opinion right now, isn't necessarily the strongest. Like, when I'm here looking, and I'm not saying it's weak, I'm not saying it's, horrible or that bad. In my opinion, though, it's just not the strongest. We still need the likes of a D-Rob. We still, could use a new Dikembe, stuff like that. But, for the time being, it is what it is. It's who we've gotten. Okay, so we're going to rank, 45 or so cards here on this list. From S tier being the best of the best, all the way down to F tier cards that are absolutely disgraceful in my team. Starting off here with Pink Diamond Bill Walton. And as we dive into Bill Walton, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. We're on the road towards 110,000 subscribers. Here's the deal for Mr. Bill Walton, okay? And I'm not even going to sit here and say I hate Bill Walton. I'm not going to say this, not going to say that. But I've got this card, and will he ever touch the court for me? No. I don't care that he's got a better speed, Hall of Fame, rise up, anchor, brick wall, interceptor. That doesn't matter. What matters is the fact of the matter is that he can't shoot. Like, all this stuff is great, but he still can't shoot. And what is a card like this doing for me that can't shoot? Not much. I guess I'm going to throw him at C tier, because as far as an interior big, you can do way worse. But I'm just saying, he's not a card I necessarily love in my team. Diamond Robert Parrish, a card I do like more than Bill Walton in my team. And it all starts and ends with the fact that, at least with Robert Parrish, you got a guy that can shoot the three ball a little bit. And I'm not going to sit here and say Robert Parrish is going to be the best shooter in the game, anything like that. But he does at least have the ability to shoot the ball, which I do think is important. 72 three ball, decent speed, defensively really solid, Hall of Fame anchor, bully, masher, post spin technician, 7 feet tall. I just think he does a little bit more for you on the court than Bill Walton. A guy who does more than Robert Parrish and Bill Walton is the I wanted to say Pink Diamond Tyson Chandler. He's only a diamond, okay? And as I've used Tyson Chandler, do I love the card? Do I think, he's the best player in the game, anything like that? No. But the way I talk about Tyson Chandler to people is he's just a slightly worse version of a guy like not Kristaps Porzingis, a guy like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, okay? Where he's kind of that inside center type of feel, which gives you that slight ability to shoot the ball. But as far as an interior defender, he is absolutely immaculate. That is where Tyson Chandler makes his kind of money in a way, or makes his impact felt, is on that defensive end of the court. And his 71 three ball with a not horrible release at least gives him the ability to shoot the ball. I'm not going to say he's going to shoot lights out or anything like that, but he's at least got that ability. Pink Diamond Brook Lopez up next, and as much as I don't love his release, I like the card overall. Because to me, he's very similar to a guy like Tyson Chandler, stat and badge-wise. Brook's release is worse, but his three ball is better. I mean, when you compare these cards, and you guys might say, well, Tyson Chandler's got better speed, this and that. Yes, he does. But Brook Lopez's total stats just knock Tyson Chandler out of the park. So that's the tough part to me. If Brook Lopez had a good release, he'd be a top 3 or so big in the entire game. The problem is his release is absolutely horrible. He is A tier. DeAndre Ayton up next. The Amethyst DeAndre Ayton Season 3 card. Do I love DeAndre Ayton? Not really, but he's not horrible, right? If you got DeAndre Ayton, he can play decently. The problem is, defensively, he's just not great. I'm not going to say he's horrible. I just don't think he's great. I don't think, he's a card you're going to look at and on the defensive end be like, wow, this card is outstanding. Still not horrible in my team. DeMarcus Cousins up next, and he's got a good card. I'm telling you guys this right now. If you just get 2K and you want a grind, this grind might be worth it, because DeMarcus Cousins has a decent enough release. It's not great, but it's not horrible, okay? MJ dribble style, can handle the ball decently, decent playmaking badges, defensively solid, shooting-wise solid, finishing-wise around the rim solid. I think he's underrated, and a large portion of the reason I think he's underrated is because, one, he came out literally the weekend of Christmas, so nobody's going to have the time to grind. And number two, it's when was the last time we really saw DeMarcus Cousins that is that great? I don't know. All I'm going to say is the center position is not that strong, and so don't be surprised if at the end of this video, he is up there at S tier as far as my top centers in the game, because I just don't think the center position is that loaded. Evan Mobley also is on the power forward list. I think he's way better at the power forward than the center. But if you do want to play him at center, he's still A tier. I mean, the card's got every defensive badge you could ask for. The other thing for me is, does that skinny player model maybe not work at the center position? I don't really know. At this stage, Pink Diamond Andrea Bargnani is F tier. And if you want to argue against that, I want to know how, okay? How are you going to argue that he is any higher than where I've got him when, here's the deal, yes, he's got a decent 3-ball, but what else is he doing for you on the court? Low speed, can't play a lick of defense. I'm sorry, Bargnani, F tier. Kevin Garnett, not F tier. I'm going to throw him all the way up to A tier. And I'm higher on KG than nearly everybody else. So, take that for what it is. I love KG. I'll always be high on KG, but I'm throwing him at A tier. I think KG with the Hall of Fame interceptor and just what he gives you elsewhere on the court, he's good enough to be at A tier. Now, again, similar to a lot of guys on this list, when I talk about them, are they the best card in the game? Are they the best center in the game? No. Okay, they're just not. I think there are other cards that, you know, in my opinion, I would prefer to them, but I like KG, okay? I don't think there's many flaws in KG. Great defensively, release is solid, and if I need a guy I trust, even at that center position, KG is a definite guy that I can depend on. Chris Bosh up next. I'm going to throw him at B tier. Look, the center position is a lot weaker than the power forward position when you're looking from top to bottom. Chris Bosh at that center position, I'm throwing in B tier. Just because when you look at this list, there's not a ton of great centers. 2 KPs on this list, just realized that. 2 Al Horfords as well. So, got 2 of the same card. That's fine. We will just not go through them. Theo Ratliff up next. And is he good? No. Is he as bad as Bargnani? No. I mean, I don't like Theo Ratliff. He was solid for his time for budget guys. The problem is that time was in October, not December. And again, he was fine for that specific time, but that time is not now. Is he relevant anymore? Not really. I mean, as simple as I might be, he's very similar to a guy like Bill Wooten, although Bill has some more Hall of Famers. Theo's just not really relevant anymore. Bobo's Amy up next. And am I wrong for putting him at D tier? I mean, yes, he can be cheesy because he can shoot the ball. But outside of that, the card's not great. And I do prefer Ayton and Bill Walton over him. It's just the way it is. I do not love Bobo at this stage of my team. A lot of people might disagree with that. I just do not rate the card highly. Galaxy over Patrick Ewing, I guess I gotta put him in A tier just because on the defensive end of the court, at least as far as badges are concerned, he is really solid. Now, is the card perfect? No, he still does lack quite a bit on the court, especially when it comes to that release, which is just so slow. But with kind of what he's got, do the pros outweigh the cons? No, but he's good enough still to be at A tier. Alonzo Mourning up next, I guess another A tier guy. I can't separate him. Alonzo probably should have been on the power forward list as well. Okay, just want to sit there and tell you guys that you could have him on that power forward list as well. And you know, he's really good at the power forward position. Center position might get mashed a little bit more, but he has a decent enough player model which I think you could compete with. Throwing Alonzo Mourning in A tier. Arvydas Sabonis at this stage, I'm sorry, I'm going to throw him in B tier. I don't think he's bad. Wherever Arvydas is, Big Z also is. So, you know, they walk hand in hand. Okay, they're both absolute giants. Struggle on defense because of their speed, but, you know, they're going to deal well with mashing because they are so tall. And they're going to be able to mash your opposition as well. So that's just kind of what to expect out of Sabonis and Big Z. Let's fill in some of these lower tiers because we need to here. Kelly Olynyk, don't rate him highly, going to go C tier. Robert Williams, I think he has one of the worst player models in all of 2K history. And I know a lot of people that don't mind Robert Williams, but to me, I don't like him. He's D tier for me. Let's keep going. Diamond Yao, I mean, we'll talk about it later, but he is D tier, and we'll talk about why. Wendell Carter Jr. is solid for a Ruby, but he is still D tier. Diamond, yeah, I thought that was Diamond Will. Pink Diamond Will's not necessarily that good. Diamond Cat, not good, D tier. I mean, not a card I recommend running. Kareem, I'm going to throw at C tier, the Diamond Kareem. And the reason Diamond Kareem is ahead of guys like Robert Williams and Wendell Carter, because at least he's tall enough and his badges are good enough to deal with the opposing team mashing you, right? He's not an absolute liability on the court. Now, to Pink Diamond Kevin McHale. And I guess I got to throw him at A tier. Again, a guy I think that is better at the power forward position. I think at the center position, you're going to find that they get mashed a little too much for what you're going to want. But it is what it is at the end of the day. He is not bad in my team. Dikembe Mutombo, going to go B tier. Look, Dikembe, if you look at his badges, defensively on the interior, it's absolutely incredible. This Pink Diamond Dikembe is why I'm so excited is for, you know, the Galaxy Opal Dikembe when he comes, because they're probably going to give that Galaxy Opal Dikembe a 3-ball. So all I can say is watch out for that, because he is going to be next level good. Our first S tier card, Pink Diamond Hakeem Olajuwon. And you guys might be like, what, Ty? You like Hakeem over Boogie Cousins, over Evan Mobley, over, you know, Patrick Ewing? I personally do. Now again, this is my list. This is all my opinions. I'm not going to say you guys are wrong if you have a different opinion. I'm not going to say I'm right and I'm the, you know, the all-knowing, because I don't, you know. I don't know for sure, but I'm saying this. I'm comfortable with Hakeem. His release is easy to time, easy to green, 7 feet tall, and he does everything, man. His 3-ball is absolutely outstanding. He's going to shoot the ball better than everybody at A tier, and that's why he's up there at S tier. Dwight Howard, he's on the verge, man. I'm going to throw him at S tier. Do I prefer Hakeem or Dwight? I personally still to this day prefer Hakeem. So if there is a I can't even speak. If there is a guy that does have to get moved down, it's going to be Dwight Howard over Hakeem, right? Obviously, Dwight has that ability to play the 4, so that helps him out as well. But this is a center tier list, so that doesn't really matter when we are ranking these cards. Al Horford at the center position, I'm going B tier. At the power forward position, I had him higher just because he is, you know, in my opinion, better at the power forward position. Center position, I don't rank him quite as highly. Now, again, that's my opinion. You guys don't have to agree with everything I'm saying, but I do think he is way better at that power forward position. Jokic up next, he's a garbage, man, F tier. And I'm sorry if you like this Jokic card, but he stinks. I don't know why anybody ever hyped this card up. He stinks, he stinks, he stinks. He can't play defense. His release, I mean, I don't know. It's not a release I'm necessarily in love with. The card is not good. I don't know what people see in it. Hall of Fame post playmaker, vice grip. Defensively, he's horrible. Objectively, he is D tier, because he is better than Bargnani. But trust me when I tell you guys, Jokic is not good in my team. So even if DBG says anything about him being good, don't trust it. The card is not good in my team. Diamond Kristaps up next. I'm going A tier. As much as I like Kristaps and as much as I recommend Kristaps for those budget ballers out there, I don't think he is quite S tier. I don't. Even when you compare him side by side to Evan Mobley, I think that's a conversation that needs to be had. Yes, KP is going to shoot the ball better, have more height to him, but Evan Mobley is going to defend way better. So I'm very high on KP. Not high enough to put him in S tier. Ami Mo Bamba, I'm going to throw him in C tier. I don't think the card's perfect. I think the card lacks a little bit, but for a budget guy just starting the game, he is a card you can use and have a decent amount of success with. Vucevic, I think, is better than Mo Bamba. I'm putting him at B tier. Jared Allen, I think, is better than Mo Bamba. I also think does belong at B tier. I just think they're more complete players than Bamba. And a lot of that is Bamba's going to get mashed. He has such low strength that it's hard for me to be really high on him, knowing if he comes up against a Kareem, knowing if he comes up with a Shaq. That is basically over because his strength rating is not good enough to compete. Pink Diamond Joel Embiid up next. And is he A tier? I think I've got to have him at A tier. I do. I have to. Now, do I love this Pink Diamond Joel Embiid? Do I think he's perfect? No. But do I think he belongs at A tier? Yes. He is a very solid big that if you grind it for him, you can still use and have a decent amount of success with to this day. Is he perfect? No. You could possibly struggle with him. But I've used him on my last Nobody Spent for quite some time and had a lot of success with him. Pink Diamond Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, easy addition into S tier. I, like the rest of us, want a D-Rock, okay? I'm tired of using this Kareem card who, look, we got this Kareem card how long ago, okay? Nearly 2 months ago. Could we get a new best center in my team, please? And you can argue Tim Duncan, right, who we'll get to later on in this video. But after that, I mean, Kareem is it. He's got 88 speed at 7'2" with the ability to shoot the ball. I mean, what more, honestly, can you ask for in my team? Diamond Moses Malone, I'm going to go B tier. I think he was really overhyped for when he came out. He's still really solid. I do think maybe better at that power forward position, but was really solid when he did come out. Ralph Sampson, I don't rate Ralph Sampson that highly, but if I do have Sabonis and Big Z in B tier, Ralph's B tier. Now, I'm not saying Ralph's going to shoot the ball as good as them, but he's probably going to defend and mash better than them. I think he's B tier, easy addition. Galaxy Opal Shaq. As much as I don't like Shaq, I think he's S tier. I mean, I don't like Shaq. I don't rate Shaq that highly because I don't like inside bigs. But I think he is S tier. I mean, who else? No, I'm sorry. If Boogie Cousins is A tier, I'm doing it. Boogie Cousins is better than Shaq. Boogie Cousins is S tier. Debate a wall if you don't agree with me, because Boogie Cousins is better than Shaq. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. Boogie Cousins is better than Shaq. Shaq A tier. You guys can cry. He's not great. Diamond Shaq, I'll throw at C tier. Look, if you're running Diamond Shaq, he's still not going to be horrible. Still going to provide an inside presence for you. But he is not great in my team. Taco, I'm going to throw him at C tier. And that's good for what he is. For 2000 MT, C tier is really solid. Taco, Diamond, Kareem, I think it's close. Yes, Taco offensively going to be way better. He's nearly unstoppable, unguardable. At the same time, the Diamond Kareem might do some more things defensively as well as having better speed, stuff like that. Taco for Ami in C tier. Pink Diamond Wilt for this stage, I'm going to throw him at B tier. Yes, still inside big with decent speed, has a decent presence. B tier for him. And that's really it, guys. Honestly, this is a pretty good tier list, the way I see it. If there is a guy I have to move to A or to S tier, it is Shaq. So I guess I want at least 5 in S tier. Shaq is going to round it out. But I need to know your thoughts down below in the comments, because I honestly think this tier list is one of the better ones that I personally have done. Let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments. Do you guys agree, disagree? Let me know. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.